I abused my authority to get revenge on hospital staff. This happened about 20 years ago when I was in the army. My wife was pregnant with our first kid, and when she went into labor, we rushed to the hospital on our military base. The moment we walked through those doors, everything went wrong. The staff at the front desk started making these disgusting jokes. They're laughing about calling some guy named Jody to let him know my wife was having a baby, like they're saying it's not even my kid. Then they ask if I got permission from my commanding officer to start a family, just being complete jerks about the whole thing. We finally get to the prenatal ward, and this doctor shows up with like 5 people following him around. He checks my wife and goes, "Nope, you're not ready yet. Go home and come back later." My wife spent the next 12 hours in labor at our house. 12 hours. When her water finally broke, we rushed back to the hospital. Same terrible staff, same attitude, but this time they let us stay. Here's where it gets really bad. They told my wife she couldn't eat or drink anything except ice chips for hours in case she needed a C-section. She asked for an epidural because the pain was getting really bad. The doctor just looks at her and goes, "Nah, you don't need that. Your pain isn't severe enough." Are you kidding me? She's having a baby and you're telling her the pain isn't bad enough? But wait, it gets worse. They wouldn't let me in the delivery room. I had to sit in the hallway while my wife gave birth to our daughter alone. After she had the baby, they still wouldn't let me stay with her. I could only visit during certain hours like I was some stranger. The worst part was when this nurse tried to take our newborn daughter out of the room for who knows what reason. My wife woke up just in time and told her absolutely not. Our baby was sleeping right next to her from then on. After 24 hours of this nightmare, they finally let us go home. Now here's where I probably went too far, but I was furious. I'm a military police sergeant, so for the next 2 months, I made sure I got assigned to patrol that section of the base every single day. I parked in the hospital staff parking lot and wrote down every car that belonged to the doctors and nurses who treated my wife like garbage. License plates, makes, models, everything. Then I waited. Doctor driving 5 miles over the speed limit? Well, my radar gun says you were doing 10 over. Here's your ticket. Nurse with expired registration? Sorry, got to impound your car and call a tow truck. Someone swerved slightly while driving? Potential drunk driving. Time for a field sobriety test. I found every single reason to pull these people over and make their lives miserable. And it wasn't just me. I told my whole platoon what happened, and they started doing the same thing. For 4 months, none of those hospital staff could drive anywhere on base without getting harassed by military police. Was it petty? Absolutely. Was it an abuse of power? Probably. But after what they put my wife through during the most important day of our lives, I don't regret it for a second. They learned real quick to treat military families with respect after that.